What is up, you guys? This is Mini Superheroes Today.
Hey guys, today we're taking a look at the 2016 LEGO Marvel Avengers set, Avenjet Space Mission. This was only available for 1 year. In 2016, it retailed for $60. Now it goes for about $80 to $110. It had 523 pieces and 5 exclusive minifigures. That's right, all 5 figures here you could only get in this set. Well, Captain America might be cheating, but let's get into that and start explaining. So first up, we have Hyperion, who I think is a great Marvel figure that has aged really well over the years. All of the pieces on this are exclusive to the figure. Well, I guess that's just the legs and torso, because the head is Superman's head. So he's got those angry red eyes and then a big grin on the other side. I really like this wavy yellow cape, and when we flip him around, you can see that he's got dual molded arms with short red sleeves, and then a great torso print with some awesome leg printing as well. Definitely a standout from this set. We also got our first ever LEGO Captain Marvel. She came with an alternate head here, which was the Wonder Woman head that LEGO was using at the time. I just noticed that the hip piece is missing on this. I guess I used it on a custom and never put it back, but you can see that she has the red sash that continues down onto the leg there. The red head only has one side to it, so it's just got that angry face on the other side, but of course the hair can be reused if you put this head on, and then you have maskless Carol Danvers. Definitely a cool figure that has aged exceptionally well. Here we have Space Captain America, and I have to admit I've lost his backpack at some point over the years. If we take a look at the instructions, you can see that he did have like a space backpack breathing apparatus on there, but unfortunately mine is missing that. I guess the passage of time comes for us all, right? Anyways, the figure is cool. If we move the breathing apparatus, you can see his face a little more clearly, where he has like little blue shields over his eyes, and then the breathing apparatus would obviously let him breathe in space. It's kind of silly, though, when you look at the instructions, because Captain America's throwing his shield. Like, if he throws a shield in space, that ain't coming back. So, he's not a great character to include in the set. The other funny thing is, Captain America, should go in the cockpit here because Iron Man and Captain Marvel can fly on their own. So, I don't know. This was just kind of a silly set, if you ask me, as far as the minifigures included were concerned. But the Captain America figure is cool. Ironically, the same figure was also used in the Red Skull submarine set from the same year, except that version had flippers on his feet. So, just some interesting trivia for you. And finally, we have my favorite figure from this set, the White Space Iron Man. It looks really, really awesome, and of course, that leg printing is probably my favorite part just because it stands out so much, but I like the eyes, too, how there's white and blue printing inside those eyes. Just like all the old Iron Man helmets, the helmet can be lifted up to show Tony's face. One side is an angry fighting face, and the other side is just a regular Tony Stark smirk. The big draw of this set back in the day was the Thanos Big Fig. He came on these little, flying pieces that had stud shooters on the sides, and they just connected to his feet to allow him to kind of fly through space. I always thought that was a little goofy, but the figure itself is awesome. He has posable arms, posable wrists. The head didn't move at that point. That was reserved for the Hulk a few years later down the line, but our first ever Thanos was an awesome one. He did not come with an Infinity Gauntlet, because I think LEGO was still working out what the design would be based off of Infinity War, but regardless, this figure has aged great. And finally, that brings us to the set itself, the Avenjet. It's got a white and red color scheme to it. A lot of stickers here, though. Sticker, all over. So let's start with the front cockpit. This is the one where Captain Marvel is supposed to sit to pilot it. So let's go ahead and put her in there. So you can see that one figure fits pretty comfortably in there, but it is a tight fit. Hopefully she's not claustrophobic. We get the classic LEGO Marvel Easter egg where they like to put the fire hydrant into different sets, or fire extinguisher. I know someone will roast me because I always say fire hydrant, but there's also a sticker in there that has Thanos on there, and it's pointing to his wrist there, which kind of signals to an Infinity Gauntlet, but again, at this time, the Infinity Gauntlet piece did not exist. If we flip it underneath, you can see that there's all kinds of cool stuff here, like Iron Man can fit right here, and then you can deploy him, so like Iron Man can hang out here and then he can drop out. So that's pretty cool in its own right. Then of course we've got this entire top pod which launches out. So as you can see, this little piece moves into line right here. So let's go ahead and line those up. See the tracks in the back there? Those tracks just line up like that. Then that pod locks into place, or you can move it up and have the pod come out on its own. The pod has stud shooters on both sides. You can open it up and fit one minifigure in there. And of course, there's like a little computer there for the schematics and the piloting and everything, but it does look pretty good. Honestly, this would be like a pretty good small little set in its own right. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is to say about this set. I mean, it's a pretty basic jet. I did think that that pod coming out of the top was pretty cool. We've got some stud shooters on the wings, but overall, I feel like even today, this is a set that people pretty much just buy for the minifigs. So with that being said, let's zoom out and I'll give you my final thoughts. Well, let me know what you guys think of this set. I don't really know if it's worth the $80 to $110 that people are paying now, but those minifigs are pretty amazing. The chances of getting another Hyperion are pretty slim, and that Space Iron Man, whew, what a great figure. Anyways, drop a comment, let me know what you guys think. Be sure to hit like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Well, you made it to the end of the video. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and maybe check out one of my other videos listed here.